What would you do if you found out your DNA says you have a 60% chance of developing Alzheimer's by age 85? For 3 scientists, this wasn't just theory, it was personal. Today, we're diving into their stories of fear, resilience, and the fight for answers. Alzheimer's researchers have long known about a genetic variant called ApoE4. Carry 2 copies, ApoE44, and your risk skyrockets. About 2–3% of Americans have this high-risk profile, but most don't even know it. For these scientists, genetic testing brought life-changing news. They weren't just studying Alzheimer's, they were staring straight into their own possible future. Take June, a biochemist who learned at 57 that she was APO44. Her first thought? The end of the world. She lost sleep, researched physician-assisted suicide, terrified of becoming a burden. But online communities gave her hope, and clinical trials gave her purpose. At UC San Diego, she joined a study combining intense mental and physical exercise, VR cycling, memory tests, brain scans, and the result? She found strategies to protect her memory, and a reason to fight for research funding. Neuropsychologist David Watson discovered his APO44 status in his 30s after watching relatives fade from Alzheimer's. Instead of despair, he turned it into mission. David ran clinical trials that helped bring 2 new Alzheimer's drugs, lecanemab and donanemab, to market. But here's the cruel twist. Those treatments aren't safe for people like him. So now he's testing a drug designed specifically for APOE4 carriers. Early results showed it could prevent brain shrinkage without dangerous side effects. The big trial fell short, but David still sees sparks of hope. Then there's Wendy Nelson, a biotech scientist and triathlete. She kept her APOE44 status secret at first, unsure how to even tell friends. But once she spoke out on a podcast, her story exploded. Interviews, TV spots, advocacy groups. This year, she took her message straight to the FDA, pleading for more drug options. Wendy turned her fear into a platform, educating millions and pressuring regulators to act faster. These stories aren't just about 3 people. They highlight a global challenge. How do we face a disease that feels inevitable? Lifestyle changes, diet, exercise, sleep, can delay symptoms. But as David admits, they can't erase genetics. That's why research, trials, and funding are essential. Because the difference between despair and hope isn't in the genes, it's in what we do next. June, David, Wendy, 3 scientists who looked their DNA in the eye and refused to give up. They remind us that genetics is not destiny. So, what would you do if you found out you carried this risk? Would you stay silent or stand up like them? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories at the cutting edge of science and humanity, don't forget to like and subscribe. Because the fight against Alzheimer's isn't just their fight, it's ours.